Hey all, so here's my Jag. It's a total mess right now, but I'm getting through it. Appreciate all your help. So I've got a few more questions. As you can see, I've got both camshaft locking tools installed. I've got the crankshaft setting plug installed as well, so everything is in top dead center. The first question I have is with the VVT sprockets. Is there any other reason to remove the VVT sprocket other than to remove the old chain and install the new one? Because I was actually able to remove the old chain and install a new one by simply pulling these out, and then you're able to just remove the chain and install a new one. This one over here was a bit more tricky than the other one, as you can see, it has a metal overhang, and you kind of got to work with it to get it on. You just have to, turn the camshaft and work with the chain. You'll eventually get the old one off and the new one on. It just takes a little bit of working with. Just don't force it because you might break it. But I was noticing that I was able to get the slack completely out of this side. Just wondering if that's normal to have a ton of slack on this side and no slack on this side. But I was also noticing I wasn't able to do the same thing over here. I am from an opposite standpoint. I can't do it right now, but I was able to pull all the slack out of that side and have a bunch of slack on this, but that just wouldn't work because when you put the little solenoid carriers back in, it would brush against them, and I'm assuming that's not how it's supposed to work. I'm not able to. I've tried numerous times to get all the slack out of this side instead, but to no success. I'm just wondering if that's how it's supposed to be. If it's not, please let me know. And another thing with the VVTs, I got the VVT unwinding tool, but there's no way for me to use it as this is the AJ26 engine instead of the AJ27. So I'm not exactly sure if how to do that on this particular engine. I know on BMW, there's the centerpiece in here will move around. Like if you were to, it would move back and forth. I mean, it won't now because it's all locked down, but even before I had everything off, I could not move either of these sprockets in any other direction. I'm not sure how the VVT works. I know it's not, I'm probably making it more complex than it should be, but in either case, those are my questions. So as you can see, she's starting to shape up. Removing that harmonic balancer bolt was probably the most difficult part of the whole procedure. That and the bolts on the pulley puller. And you can see what happened to them. Good old Sears product. Had to go buy some new bolts at Home Depot, and even then, it still put up a fight with those ones. But finally got it off. So, and after that, I'm kind of surprised everything else kind of just doesn't seem to be all that difficult. I'll probably have more questions, but so here she is. I'm hoping to have her running within a week or so. But I appreciate if you answer some of my questions. So thank you all for your help this far, and special thanks to Ross for providing this beautiful exhaust camshaft. I was an idiot and broke mine, so it went in there nicely, and I think the valve tolerances are good. I haven't had a chance to turn it and actually see all of the valve tolerances on every single one, but the ones I've been able to test it seem to be within spec. So Anywho, here she is, so appreciate the help, guys.